Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're probably wondering why I have no makeup on. We are going to do a first impression on the new Body Shop foundation. So this is the Matte Clay Skin Clarifying Foundation. So if you'd like to see me test this out, then just keep on watching. Okay, this has got a lot of claims. So it's supposed to be matte high coverage, 24-hour long wear, 24-hour shine control, 24-hour breathable wear, promotes clearer looking skin, which caught my eye, and non-pore clogging. It's 100% vegan. It's not tested on animals. Suitable for sensitive skin. It's formulated with petroleum and mineral oil, and it's enriched with community trade tea tree. So the tea tree bit is obviously for the clearer looking skin part. So it's with mattifying clay and purifying tea tree, and I've got the shade Tamerza Dune 026. This is what it looks like. So it's a squeezy tube, which is fine. It's not a pump, but it's fine. So I'm going to prime half my face. I'm going to put my hair back. I whip my hair back up, I whip my hair. I don't really whip it. I'd whip myself if I whipped it. Right, okay. I'm just going to use a like a hydrating one. I'm going to use the Max Factor Face Affinity All Day Primer. I'm going to put this on one side of my face to see if it does any different. And I also have like a sty in my eye, so if you are wondering why my eye is a bit funky, that'll be why. And you should have seen it yesterday. Trust me. It was massive. Like my eye, I could hardly open my eye. Ugh. It was like absolutely killing. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Actually, I need to go and wet my sponge. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did forget to mention how much it was, so I don't actually know. But it has got 30ml. Which is decent. Let me just compare it to Kat Von D has 30ml as well, so it's the same amount in the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, so that's really good. So let's have a quick look. I don't think it was very expensive, to be fair. Right, so this foundation is £10. So that's a really good price, I think, for a foundation. It's kind of drugstore priced, which is fine. I think they could probably get away with, well, obviously depending on how it is, I think they could probably get away with actually £15, because it's Body Shop. Body Shop's not exactly the cheapest, is it? Like, they've got like luxury stuff, I feel anyway. Okay, so I'm going to use, okay, so I'm going to put it on this side of the face first, so the non-primed side. Hopefully this matches. Oh my god, look at this. Wow. It smells like tea tree. I don't really know how much I've used. What's wrong with my voice? Okay. So I'd say that's probably like 2 pumps maybe. So I'm going to use my sponge and blend it out. Hopefully it's an okay match. And obviously we don't really know if it oxidizes or not yet. Is it going to cover my beast? Not bad, actually. I don't think much would cover it. I always go over my freckle here, and if it disappears, I'm like, it's high coverage. It's not disappeared just yet. So it's blending out pretty nice. It's quite a nice colour actually. Honestly, my voice, what's going on? It's definitely covered up all of my redness, if you can tell. This looks really nice. So I'm just going to get a mirror and have a look close up. Okay, I've still got a little bit of redness here actually that's not been covered up. Again, my freckle is still here, so I know it's not full coverage. Doesn't look overly dry though, which is good. I may have to put more on. More on! Yeah, I may have to put more on. So I'm just going to do the other side. See if a primer makes any difference whatsoever. And then we may have to just go over a few bits, I reckon. Is that the same amount? Roughly, isn't it? Again, we might have to go over it though. We shall see. I don't feel like they were any different in regards to blending. I think they were both pretty easy. So that's good. It's not patchy or anything or streaky. Let's have a little look. It looks a bit cakey around my nose already. Ugh, it's really cakey. Can you see that? It's like full on caked up. I don't feel like I put that much on it, on my nose. Ugh. That doesn't look okay. Can you see that? Ew. This side doesn't look as bad though. It's the prime side. So, why is that? It's like it's sliding off. So I'm thinking it's from the primer, because that side looks fine. Can you tell the difference? You know? It looks really weird. Like it's making my pores on my nose look horrible. And even here on my cheek, it looks super cakey. This side doesn't at all. So I'm starting to think already that it doesn't need a primer. Oh my god, that is so cakey. Look, it's just smearing. Oh no. My pores look awful on this side. Can you tell that? What the hell? It's made my eyebrow look cakey? How can you have a cakey eyebrow? What? That side looks fine, looks really smooth. No way. Ugh. The prime side looks horrible. It looks really cakey. Like all around my mouth, around here where my pores are and on my nose, it looks really bad. And my eyebrow looks really cakey up here. I have nothing on this side like that. My nose looks fine. My eyebrow is smooth. My pores actually look quite smooth on this side. What is going on? How can it be so drastically different? Okay, I'm going to go in with a few more extra little blobs over this side and maybe a little bit this side. Ugh, just to see how it layers. So I'm going to put a bit on this, a bit here my redness, and a bit here, and just spread the rest out like that. That'll do. It's not really covering that, but then it is an absolute beast, so I don't know if anything would, if I'm honest. I definitely don't say it's full coverage. I would say medium. Actually, I'd say light to medium. I would not say it's full coverage. If you can still see a freckle from full coverage, nah. Not full coverage. Okay, let's put a little bit on the other side. I don't think it's oxidising at all, which is good. I hate it when that happens. Okay, let's try this side for a little bit, shall we? Ugh. I feel like I'm making it worse on this side. I really don't think it's that buildable. I can still see some redness, and obviously my freckle. It's not covered up my under eye at all. So I definitely don't say it's full coverage. Building it up on this side hasn't made it cakey though. Doesn't look cakey. This side really does. Like all around my nose, all around my pores, looks really bad. Still got a bit of redness. Still got like my freckles and that. My nose looks horrible. And I am like quite an oily person. So I'm not like dry. So I mean, you'd think that would work. A matte foundation for oily skin would not look cakey and flaky and dry, but it does. On this side anyway. Okie dokie. I'll give you a close up quickly. And then I'll go and do the rest of my makeup and see what it looks like with stuff on top of it. So here is the prime side. Super cakey. My pores look disgusting. And then this is the non-prime side. Looks a lot smoother. It's not really full coverage. I like the colour of it, and I don't mind the finish of it, but like that's pretty red still. Still see redness on my cheeks, not as much obviously, but you can still see it. You can still see my freckles. Yeah, so it's definitely not great coverage. Could be okay for like day to day maybe, if you don't actually need that much. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back and we'll see what it looks like with a full face on. See you in a sec. Okay, so this is how the makeup is looking. Or not looking. You probably tell from my reaction that this didn't go very well. The prime side is an absolute train wreck. Honestly, this is awful. Nothing was blending, as in nothing. So I used my cream bronzer, which I always use and it's always been so good. No. No. I used my liquid illuminator, which to be fair can be a bit funny with certain foundations, but the non-prime side, it went on so nice. It's really glowy. It's not taken off my foundation. This side, can you tell? It feels like I've got a face mask on. There is like, it's so cakey. Do you know what I mean? It's really tight. It's taken off so much of my foundation and it's like full on red. Nothing was blending. Even my eyebrow wasn't even blending. Like I couldn't even use a brush anywhere on this side of my face. Ugh. I'm not impressed so far. It feels so tight. I don't know if that's a tea tree or what, but I'm not winking, but it feels horrible. This side doesn't look too bad. I must admit, this doesn't look too bad. Apart from this, which even my concealer didn't really do much, so I'm gonna ignore that and say that that's something to do with it. But I mean, you can still see freckles, so I definitely have to disagree when it says matte high coverage. I wouldn't say it's high coverage. I would say it's medium, yeah. On just medium, just. So this side doesn't look too bad. It feels a little bit tight, but not as much as this. I mean, I actually have bronzer left. I have highlighter left. This is just a hot mess. This is so bad. It's really cakey on my nose still, all around here. Oh, I'll like come in closer. So this is the primed side slash crap side. And this is the non-primed side. which isn't too bad. I would be happy if my whole face looked like this, but it doesn't. So I've probably had this on for about half an hour now. So I'm going to go about my day, probably film another video, even though I'm not exactly happy filming another video with that on my face, but I can't exactly take it off now, can I? So I'm going to do that. I do like the colour, must admit, I do like the colour. The finish on this side I do like. It's not too matte for me, because I know throughout the day I'm probably going to produce some sort of oil, and it's not going to look dry, it's not going to look cakey, nothing like that, I'm hoping anyway. So I'm happy with that for now. This, no. So I don't know if it's just a mix of the Max Factor primer, but I mean that's kind of just like a moisturiser, this one. So obviously it doesn't work though, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll wear this throughout the day and I will do regular check-ins and let you know how it's getting on and how it's wearing. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I'm back and it is 4:15, so it's been on for nearly, what's that? Nearly 4 hours now. So this is what it's currently looking like. I need to get close. Okay, so it is cakey AF around my nose, like so bad. I don't know if you can see that. Like, big time. It's not as bad this side, but it is a bit cakey. Sunken into this line a slight, like not that much, only slightly. Hasn't gone into my smile lines yet either, which is pretty good because honestly, my expressions, I'm very expressionist, is that the word? Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying. So normally a lot of foundations do sink into my smile line, so that's good that it hasn't. Hasn't got oily or anything. We all know that this wasn't covered anyway, so let's just ignore that, but it hasn't faded. And this side, I know earlier I actually slated it, this side doesn't look as bad anymore. I don't really know why. Like, it doesn't look that different anymore, does it? Like, this side was looking awful earlier, like awful. It doesn't look, I mean it is still pretty cakey around here, but it doesn't look as bad, I don't think. Hasn't oxidised. It's a really good colour actually, I really like the colour. Suspicious. I really like the finish still. But yeah, it is quite cakey. I don't know if you can see, like around here is pretty cakey. This side is still a bit like tight, this side's not. I don't know what else to say. It is kind of creasing under here, so obviously it doesn't mix very well with my concealer, but it's not major, not major. That looks fine now. Suspicious. It's actually, other than like this bit on this side, this bit on this side and this little bit, other than that, actually doesn't look that bad anymore. This is really throwing me. It really is, because earlier I was like, nah, that is not okay, but it's actually wearing okay. And I feel like if we, I mean this side I would still wear it. It's not unwearable. This side probably is. It's pretty bad. So obviously it doesn't work with primers, or at least the primer I use anyway. So I know for next time to just not use a primer. Everything still looks okay on it. I'm like stumped. I'm actually shocked because earlier it was awful and actually looks alright at the minute. I actually kind of like it. This is literally done a 360. Or is it a 180? I don't know, but it's done a spin. It's done some sort of spin. It's spinning around. You spin me. No. So, it has. It's took a U-turn. Really has. It looks alright. Like, from far away, it looks nice. Close up, you can kind of tell that it's not quite right. But other than that, like, it hasn't faded. Hasn't really creased much. Hasn't gone overly cakey on any other areas other than here. So not too bad. And this is what, like 4 hours wear, so it's not really budged much, and I definitely wouldn't say that that's got any worse than it was earlier. If anything, it's got better, which is really strange. Like this bit was looking really weird. It looks alright now. So this is very strange. This is very strange. So I will check back in again later on this evening and we'll see if it's changed again. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so this is the final check-in. These are really bright now. It's like really dark outside now, so hopefully the lighting's still okay in here. So it is now like 6:30, 7. So it's been on for like 6.5 hours, something like that. Okay, so let's get up close and personal. Okay, what we saying? And I just ate, by the way, that's why my lip colours come off. So has wore off a bit here where I was eating. Major cake, and like my upper lip looks like proper cakey. Like my nose is terrible, it's really bad. Like here, even like on the tip of it, it's pretty bad. And like my lip is really cakey. This bit here, down here, is getting cakey as well. Other than my nose, I think I'm a bit oily. Yeah, I'm a little bit oily on my head. Not a lot, like I would still wear that, that's fine for me. Still hasn't gone into my smile lines or anything though, which is really good. So other than my nose, I actually like it. Yeah, other than my nose and like this little bit here, I actually quite like it. I think I need to experiment a bit more with if any primers work with it and if I can prevent whatever's going on here. I don't know how yet, but we shall experiment. And for £10, I mean, it's lasted pretty good other than the cakiness on my nose. Like, it's not faded, like none of my redness has come through other than, I mean, it does say it's high coverage. I would have to disagree and say it's medium coverage. But it's still quite a nice finish. I don't know how it's going to work with the whole skin clearing thing. Obviously that would be over time. But I feel my skin's a lot better recently anyway. I'm literally so hot. That, by the way, is because I have cut out or like cut down dairy. So it has worked apart from this little thing. I was gonna swear, not gonna do it, not gonna do it. So yeah, other than that, but I mean, I'm still human, so it could work for that. I really liked the colour, it didn't oxidise or go funny or anything like that. I don't know if it controlled oil very well, because I mean, this section doesn't normally get that oily. It's pretty oily. My forehead doesn't look that bad though. I have had worse on my forehead, so that's fine. Smile lines again, pretty good. So it literally is just this little area here that I'm really not happy with. If they said that it was a medium coverage, then I'd be really impressed with it. Because they've said it's high coverage, I'm like, you're lying. You're lying. You lie. So it's not full coverage. It's not 100% matte. It doesn't keep your oils at bay. Little bit cakey in some areas. Other than that, it's okay. I mean, £10. In the beginning, I did mention if it was a really good foundation, they can mark it up. It's not that great. It's not one of my favourites. So £10 is probably a right price actually for it. So I'm kind of like 50-50. It's not awful. It needs a bit of work, but it's doable. So it's kind of up to you. If you have dry skin, run. Just run. This is not going to be good for you. If I'm getting cakey and I'm quite an oily skin gal, ain't gonna work for you. Nope, 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 nope. So yeah, run a mile, don't even try it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If anyone else has tried it, please leave a comment down below with your thoughts and how you got on with it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also hit my little cartoon face. That is a subscribe button, by the way. You know. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.